Hello, I'm Don Hoffman. I'm a professor of cognitive sciences at the University of California at Irvine. I'm looking forward to participating in the Weekend University's Day on Consciousness online conference on June 26th. I'll be talking about, do we see reality as it is um, or not? And most of us think intuitively that we see reality as it is. I see the moon, that's because the moon really exists. I see a table and chair because I think they really exist. But it turns out that evolution by natural selection suggests otherwise. It entails that our perceptions have evolved not to show us the truth, but to give us a user interface. It's much like a virtual reality that we see. Like if you wear a virtual reality headset and are trying to play Grand Theft Auto, um, in that case, you're interacting with a supercomputer, but you don't see the supercomputer. You just see beautiful cars and roads and so forth. And the virtual reality interface lets you control the computer and see all these nice eye candy things like fast cars, even though the reality itself is utterly different. And that's apparently what evolution by natural selection did for us. It gave us perceptions that let us play the game of life, but don't show us the truth about reality as it is. And it turns out that physicists are discovering as well that our perceptions of space and time aren't veridical either, that space-time itself isn't fundamental. We think that space-time is the fundamental framework of reality, but physicists now say that space-time is doomed. It's not fundamental, and they're discovering some beautiful structures beyond space-time that give you deeper insights and simpler math and symmetries that you can't see inside space-time. So physicists also agree that space-time is doomed, and our perception of space and time is not a perception of fundamental reality. And this has implications for consciousness. If objects in space and time aren't fundamental reality, and in fact, they don't have what's called local realism or non-contextual realism, they don't exist when they're not perceived. That means that particles can't be conscious because particles don't even exist when they're not perceived, and brains cause none of our consciousness or behavior because brains themselves are just symbols in our interface that we create when we need them and delete when we don't need them. So I'll explain why evolution by natural selection entails this, why physicists are saying that space-time is doomed, and then talk about its implications for how we should understand consciousness and ourselves in relationship to the universe and space and time. So I hope to see you there on June 26th. Thank you very much.